Hello learners, today we want to talk about the methods of freehand sketching. We have three methods of freehand sketching, that is the box method, the centerline method, and the hand compass method. But for today, we are going to focus on the box method. Looking at your screen, we have a table. This table, it is drawn. It is a complex object whereby the box method tells us that we need to break down the complex objects into simpler geometric shapes such as cubes and boxes. Now, we are going to draw these using the box method, and then we apply the other four methods of or techniques of sketching. The other four methods of technique sketching, which include the stippling, the blending, the hatching, and cross hatching. Looking at this image, it has been drawn using the box method. We have the cross hatching. This is the cross hatching. If you can see it, this is the cross hatching. Then we have the stippling. At this part, we have the stippling. We have hatching. This part has been hatched uniformly. And then we have blending. The top part has been blended. That is another technique of sketching. Now, we want to draw it using the box method. First of all, we have to draw our box. This is our box. We have to draw a box. We are drawing our box using the freehand. Then, because the method tells us to break down the complex, this is a complex object. Now we need to break down into a simpler geometric shapes. Now I want to start by breaking it into rectangles. Now I'm going to draw this part, these two parts. I break them into two rectangles. Then I draw the top. Also into a rectangle. I draw the top into a rectangle. Then I add the legs. And the legs are also in rectangular shape. That is one. Then we have the second one here, drawn like that. We have this is the third one. We have the third one. Then we have lastly this one, the fourth leg. We have to add the fourth leg like that. Then what is our next thing? Our next thing is now to erase the parts that are not required. This is the first part that is not required. We erase it. And then we also erase this part. So looking at what we have is a table that has been drawn using the box method. After that, now we need to add these other techniques of sketching, whereby now we need to add the four other techniques. The first one we are going to talk about is the hatching. We need to hatch this part. You hatch uniformly. Like that. Then we blend the top part. We blend the top part. We blend the top part like that. Then we cross hatch the legs of our table. One side of the legs of the table, we cross hatch it. Like that. We also cross hatch this part. We also cross hatch this part. Then lastly, we cross hatch this other part. Then our last technique is we do what we call stippling. Stippling we are going to do on this part. It's just adding these dots, the dots. Like that. Now, looking our table, we have applied the box method to draw this table. We have broken it into simpler boxes or cubes. Therefore, we have applied all the four methods or the four technique of sketching. That is cross hatching, stippling, hatching, and then blending.